Are we like? Are you in? Are we ready? Oh, dude,
I'm
let's do
showing it already.
I'll run it back. We hadn't switched over yet. I don't think. Hit us
Oh.
with that ability demo.
Isn't that TV is what they have on live too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just hadn't switched over to it yet, but
Oh,
you can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good now. When we came in, you were ulting, and I was awestruck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he looks so pretty in this game.
So yeah, I think that by and large, this should resemble the Baron that you know and love, but just better.
Oh,
right?
so
Yeah,
much
there's
better.
a few. I'll go
I
back
love
to
the effects
Yeah.
on this version of Baron, by
Not
the way.
only that, but you know that I've been sneaking through dev, trying out new stuff, and I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to let the experts talk about it. But the changes to Baron are incredibly fun, and I am so excited. I'm excited that we get to play them in live today.
He's one of my most played characters in Smite 1.
Same, and
And he's also one of the most popular characters.
I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, all 3 of Baron fans will be excited," and I'm just like, "What world are you living in?" Baron has
know.
been one of the most popular, of the new generation Smite gods, like season 5 and beyond.
Yeah.
He's probably the single most popular one.
my brother has
of
been
the last
looking
5 years.
forward to this. I was like, listen, man, Baron is on the way when the tweet went live, and he was like, thank you.
And he's got he's viable in 2 lanes in Conquest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so let's talk about some
Yeah,
of his new
sorry, go for
features.
it.
That's
Yeah.
going to include that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Alex.
Sorry,
his new features are great.
Baron's Brew is now a 1 stack instead of having multiple charges, but it's more potent healing and regeneration. And when it's consumed, you can, as we're being cheeky here, share the last drop with enemies, but you're getting an active attack that throws the bottle at them, dealing a area effect explosion and applying hysteria. And one of the coolest things about this is that your allies can really help the Baron player by stacking up a lot of hysteria really fast on one target.
so cool.
Which is cool because normally a Baron has to do that on his own.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hysteria,
Alrighty.
we're gonna do a shift here, as Alex mentioned, towards making him fit better in roles. He's no longer gonna do a lot of bonus damage on hysteria. That's just gonna be more balanced across the kit as a whole.
Yeah.
And hysteria is gonna do. It's gonna cause targets at max hysteria to deal less damage, and it's gonna turn on some of those bonus effects.
Cool bonus.
So this shift better supports his playstyle, letting him actually be high scaling for a mage mid playstyle.
Yeah.
Even though, as we know in Smite 1, he was generally a better bruiser tank solo or support than
Yeah.
he was a mid laner. But we want to try to make sure that he's good at both in Smite 2.
He can do it.
So some of the new things other way across his kit is new protection scaling on Vivid Gaze's debuff. So if you build full tank, your Vivid Gaze power and attack speed reduction debuff is going to be more intense.
Yeah.
So you can really be like a debuffing tank Baron. Consigned Spirits now has cooldown rate scaring. As you buy more cooldown rate, the missing health is going to be more potent. So his heal gets better off of how much CDR you build.
which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Something we would never have been able to do in Smite 1. Like
Right.
that would take us, like a month to build out the tech to
You
do
have
that.
to
in Smite
rework
1.
the system. And
So Wrap It Up has had a bit more rework. So now when Wrap It Up hits a god above the hysteria threshold, the snake will explode 1.75 seconds later,
so
immediately dealing damage and mesmerizing enemies. So it's kind of a difficult to understand and visualize kind of chain mechanic with timers and individual stuff in Smite 1. So this is a very similar effect, but with a little bit better clarity.
Yeah.
And more mostly it's a clarity adjustment.
Yes.
So you'll really be able to tell more clearly, watch out when this detonates, you're going to get hit. If you don't, right, get out of the way. And Life of the Party now has protection scaling on dealing damage. So like full tank Baron will now be able to have stronger coffin hits and stronger debuffs. And potentially if you're full tank, you're probably building some CDR too, stronger healing. And Baron by default is just going to have better damage and scaling in the kit because you won't have to build up hysteria. So makes him a better mid and makes him a better support or solo. Then we have the rest of the full gameplay text here, but nothing else really to call out specifically.
The
Anything you wanna see
hysteria
again?
bonus effects are the same from Smite 1? I thought we changed some of those, or are they?
I think they are the
Okay,
same,
okay.
or I trust my team would have put them on the patch notes. But
Probably, yes. It's okay. Sorry, we don't have to go through it all.
Yeah,
If you're mega Baron main, please take a look.
let's
But yeah,
take a look at some of his other features here too. So one thing to note is the hysteria meter building up below the god's health. Oh, we went away
Yeah.
from
yeah,
game.
we're
Go
going back. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a meter underneath the god's health bar that only Baron sees that lets you build up hysteria. You can see it turns purple when they're hysterical,
that's so cool.
and then gold when they're at max.
And the little dancing skull.
they want to see the jump. Is that his in-combat jump? And there's his out-of-combat jump. I know this is the one that this
that's
is what they want to
see.
see.
They wanted
Yep.
to spin.
This is what they
Still
want to
there.
see. Yes,
Yeah.
it does look good.
I guess they're not getting in-game sound. I don't know if production can fix that while we're playing, but if not, sorry. You can log in and listen to
I
it.
did
and
test
record
that
it.
before. I don't. The game is set to have sound, but I'm not hearing it either, so I'm not sure what to do. Sorry.
Okay. All right. But it seems like it might be a computer issue, so we're sorry. But we will try and get that fixed for the next stream.
Yeah, we couldn't give it all to you right now. We wanted some mystery for y'all to embrace.
Of course, Baron's audio design is super fun though. So there's the detonating warm-up area on the
cool
snake.
looking.
It's a
I keep
lot.
forgetting I don't have cooldown cheats on.
It's a lot easier to read what's going on with the 2 in combat than it is in Smite 1.
Yeah.
The other thing chat's asking for, I don't know if because you changed character, I don't know if Baron's Brew is in the shop, but would it be possible to show like what it looks like to throw that?
Oh yeah, I did switch class cheat though. So
Oh, it's there.
it's there.
Hey, look.
Hey, how intuitive.
So we get to drink it, and now you see the icon changed, and now you can
Throw it. That's so great.
Kind of neat.
Yeah. It's more Baron per your Baron.
Yeah. And then even though you throw it, it refills when you go back to base.
Yeah.
So he's had some ability icons adjusted, card art adjusted, full card art is in the game. I'm not sure what else to add.
I think that's it.
Particle effects update looks really nice.
I especially love like the two, the healing. Yeah, like that little swirl. Like
Yeah.
it just looks really nice. And I think like for people that have been here since the start of Smite 2, I think you can also see with this most recent set of gods, especially like how we're pushing the FX to still feel more like they still feel Smite 2-y, but they're a lot more readable than some of the early effects that we were doing, you know? So I think we've kind of found the right space, I think, for making effects feel awesome. And the team's killing it, and also making it really readable.
A few more things people noticed is that the AO3 does deal damage to minions now on pass-through. It's a relatively small amount, but it does do damage.
Yeah.
One thing I also wanted to call out is that we saw a lot of feedback about Baron in discussion, and people saying that if there was a god to not change at all, this was the god, right? People didn't want kit changes
He's
on
perfect.
this, so we didn't change him too heavily. You know, a lot of the changes we talked through were pretty exciting, but they're very stat scaling, roll flexing stuff. We didn't really change any ability really heavily. That was very intentional because people were being so positive about this kit and didn't want it changed. I also want to mention though that every god coming forward still will have like new features on the god, and that is something we're working into. Even at the accelerated pace, all of those gods are still going to have new features added to the kit. So